So if I had one word to describe Sheila, it would be focused. She is laser focused on the issues that confront her, and she doesn't take her eye off it until it's done.
Sheila is formidable. When she wants something done, it gets done.
She is absolutely genuine. Genuine and reliable.
My one word for Sheila is snazzy, because she's smart, she's fun, she's insightful, she's loyal, she's all those things.
Sheila's an inspiration for everyone who works in the nonprofit space that serves veterans and their families.
Sheila is caring, and not everybody is like that. Not everybody in Washington is caring, but Sheila is.
Sheila didn't come from a family who had a military background at all, but she got really thrust into what it was like to be a military spouse about a month after we got married, when my father was killed in Vietnam. And 6 weeks later, she's attending a funeral. And one of the things she told every one of the spouse groups that we talked to was that the spouses needed to have something for themselves, something outside the Army that gave them purpose. What she would tell them is, you know, this dance is going to end, and you need to have something for yourself when you go. Sheila started working when the boys basically were old enough and went to school. And it started becoming clear to me that she needed something more than just being a mother and a spouse to give her the purpose that she needed in her life. And she went back to University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and got her degree in accounting and graduated summa cum laude. And so she stayed basically in the accounting business, both the public and private accounting, for quite a while. And then we came back to Washington in 1997, and she went to work for the Hill. She wasn't quite an accountant, but she was the bookkeeper, human relations, kind of do-everything person. And her role actually continued to grow over time. She's now the chief operating officer and does a terrific job there.
She really set the rules at the Hill of, listen, we're going to give you your independence, but you have to follow the rules. You have to show up. And if you don't, there's going to be accountability. So I think that culture of the military and being a military spouse definitely helped the Hill in how she dealt with a lot of people issues and personnel issues and being fair and also being tough. She's certainly tough, but she's certainly fair.
I met Sheila Casey when, as a young captain spouse, I cold called her and asked her to be on the board of directors for our brand new nonprofit Blue Star Families. And much to my surprise and luck, she said yes. It's actually not luck, though, because I think what it is a real testament to her dedication to military families. I mean, she was the most powerful spouse in the Army at that time. She had an enormous amount of influence. We were in the middle of a war, and there were 1,000 other things she could have lent her time and her influence to. And what she chose to do was join a group of young military families who were going through the hardest of hard times and give them her support and use that influence to help us make some real changes for families.
Sometimes a board of directors is an honorary position, but in our case, our board is really involved, and Sheila in particular, she rolls her sleeves up. She's my top advisor. She meets with me monthly to help me not only do my job, but to look at the strategic side of Blue Star Families. And she's many times put us on track and help us going forward. So she is instrumental to everything that we do, and that's incredibly special.
I have to say that Sheila has been a very busy, personal and professional person, but somehow she finds enough time to volunteer and stay completely committed and connected to the military community, whether it's through her role on our Bob Woodruff Foundation, on the leadership council of ours, or in her other positions. She's really become a champion for military families, an example for military spouses about what is possible in terms of your family, the Army lifestyle, and your career.
Sheila Casey, for me personally, epitomizes everything I aspire to be. Hardworking, dedicated, but most importantly, humble, humble, humble. She's creating change, all the way from the brand new 18-year-old military spouse to the 45-year-old military spouse to the senior military spouse.
Sheila is one of those true servant leaders who's thoughtful yet decisive and able to help guide organizations like Hiring Our Heroes in important decisions on how we can maximize our impact for not only military spouses, but military families and veterans as a whole.
Sheila, I know this award came to you as a surprise, but it is well earned. Congratulations.
Sheila, from one Army spouse to another Army spouse, thank you for shattering the glass ceiling for career-minded spouses like me.
I can't think of a more deserving recipient for the 2019 Impact Award for Lifetime Achievement.
Congratulations, dear. You're the first one in the family to get a Lifetime Achievement Award.